welcome to 2024. I thought I'd do a quick video. I'd like to share with you all something that I think a lot of you will appreciate. It's what I use basically every day. So if I'm going out, if we're going out for a family day out, if I'm filming at work, lots of different things, I have a GoPro day tripper bag, and what I want to do is share with you what I carry around in it. So this is like my GoPro must-have accessories, the things I literally cannot do without. So if we clear all this mess. That didn't work. Hang on. There's something I want to share with you if you're going to be using your GoPro as a beta. It's these cases. So I bought off of Amazon. It's a pack of 2. So you get a blue one and a black one. Obviously, being at work, having something that bright, you don't really want standing out. You're working on somebody's garden, or in their property if they've given you permission to film. But the black one I really like. So if we go through it, it's just basically silicone. It's really nice. You've got microphone holes on the side, power, you record your microphone at the top, microphone at the front. And other than that, it's got a little tether for the lens cover. And if you can see right there, nice little scratch because it fell over at work. So I thought, well, I need something to protect it a bit better, and that fits nice and snug over. It's just a friction fit, but it does exactly what I need it to. The sound still gets through no problem. I've had no issues with that. Can't say I've had any overheating with it either, because the legs are still down, all the venting and stuff still there for it to dissipate heat. Works really well. Fits nicely over the 10. It's a nice snug fit, but it is as easy as slide on and off. So there, if you're going to be mountain biking, or you're going to tether your car outside, tether to your car outside, shall I say, and you're worried about, oh, if it falls off, if the tether breaks, it might fall down and get beat up. Something as simple as this, which I think was about £8 for 2, will really protect it. Because as you can see, I don't know if you can see it very well, it leaves a little bit of a lip around the edge of the lens, which is really nice. If it goes down on a corner, it's actually protected. If you hit a stone dead on, obviously these are replaceable lenses, so it's not a problem. But yeah, I really like these. Like I said, really cheap, really handy, sturdy as well. They're not like flimsy, loose or anything like that. They're really on there. But yeah, no, I love those. I think they're brilliant. Next thing I want to talk to you is, you've probably seen it, this. So this is a quick mount adapter. It's magnetic and locks in. It's from a company called Shortwave. Again, I got it on Amazon as I was looking at I believe it was the Ulanzi ones, and these came in actually a bit cheaper for a decent set. And it's, yeah, you can see that one I've had to put a bit of glue on, but that all happened when this fell over, and it was on a tripod, so it was quite high up when it fell. But I'll give you a quick rundown on how they work, because I really like them. If I get the GoPro Shorty here, so you get ones that have got, so in the pack you get 2 of these. You get 2 that are, I've got the GoPro feet, so I'll go on basically any GoPro accessory. I don't think it bulks it out overly too much either. There's my other one, and you get one that's caught thread, so it screws down. Easy to show you like that. So all you've got there, you caught thread, and then if you look on the side, if I can hold it still enough because they're quite stiff. It's got a lock. So, well, it shows you how strong the magnet is. Pulls it in. Probably locked, yeah it is. So if I unlock it, do that again, it goes on. You can probably see the brand in there, Shawwo. Locks in, and you are not getting that off. Once that is locked in, it's not coming off at all. Absolute brilliant piece of kit this is. I think it was about 26 quid, and you got two of these, one of them, and you got one base, which goes onto your GoPro. Like I said, look, I am holding the GoPro Shorty. See how strong this magnet is. It's pulled the GoPro Shorty up out my hand. Locks in. It's not too big and bulky, but it is quite nice because it gives it a second. That one's a bit tight. Bring it down on that one. There. So you can walk around with it like that. I actually feel like it's a bit better balanced that way, but it's nice. Works really well. Stand it back up. Again, GoPro Shorty. Get these on Amazon as well. Absolutely fantastic little stand, little tripod. Pull it out, and then it extends up. Mine's a bit old now, so it doesn't really hold the weight of a GoPro. But again, fantastic. Again, that's why you can probably see it. It's a Shawwo. Massive shout out to them. This thing's absolutely rock solid. So once it's locked in, I mean, I'm yanking on that. That's not going anywhere. The magnet. So I'm a landscape gardener from a landscaping company, but what I've found is if I've got the digger, the safety bars on the digger, or the boom, or down near the bucket, this magnet is more than strong enough to hold this GoPro, and you can get some real cool footage. I wouldn't advise obviously leaving it on the outside of your car or anything like that, unless you're tethering it, but it's ridiculously strong, that magnet. Like I say, you can put it on a digger boom while I'm digging. It can be near the bucket. If something hits it, it's going to move, but it's still great. Usually I have it, you get a bar that goes across by your knees. I have it sat there so you can see the whole boom and what it's all doing, which works out great. So these are definitely a must buy. I wouldn't be without them. The only thing I don't actually use them on is my Hero 12. I've set that up now for more of a vlogging style setup, because it's got the HDR and the log. It just seems to be better for that, so that's what I'm doing at. So that's my rig for work basically now. And then I've got the Hero 12. Got some footage off it earlier, that's why it's off the Volta. It's in the media mod. So other things I like to use, I've got some filters, some ND filters and a CPL filter. These I believe are from Newer. These again, actually I don't think these are that cheap. I think these were around £70. But during the summer I will always have the Newer CPL filter on. Now I don't know how well you'll be able to see the difference, but it really brings out the colours. So if I put my tattoo there, just seems to bring out a few more natural colours, and it's good because it protects from the UV and stuff. Then you get your ND8, your ND16, all the way, I believe it's ND32, 64, then all the way up to ND100, 1000. So that's not even. So that's 64, yep. 32. And what these are great for is if you're mountain biking, motorbiking, skateboarding, things like that, and you're getting some rolling shots. These create like a blur. So you get your main focus on the person or the item that you're filming, and then you get, because you're moving, it gives more of a blur, so it's not everything's as crisp. But that being said, you can see they're also tinted, so you do kind of need a brighter day for it. So that was the 32. Let's try the 1000, see if that does the same. You can see how darker that one is. But they're great, especially in the summer. In the summer, I'll always have the CPL filter on. I may have to get another one for the 12, but we'll deal with that when it comes to it. Nice little package. It's really nice. Nice little case that just clips shut. And it goes in one of the slots on the Day Tripper backpack. And it doesn't take up a lot of space or anything like that, and it's always handy to have in case you want to start filming outside your car window or something like that, or you've seen like a cool vehicle you're driving along next to and you want to get a bit of footage of that. It works out quite well. Another thing, right, microphones. So I have the Sonicate QWM10 microphone, wireless mic, great bit kit, can't argue with it. I have the media mod. Obviously the phone bit is in the bottom of the backpack right now, so I don't really need that. But I have just recently bought the Joby Wavo mobile. Actually really nice. One thing to say about it is the dead cat that comes on it was so thick that it was deadening sounds coming from people who stood right in front of it. So I know that means it's going to be great, better in the wind and all that. I understand that, but for what I wanted it for, I've shaved it down a bit, and it's amazing. And as well, I've still left quite a lot on there. There is, well, I don't look like it, but there is still a lot on there. It's really dense. So by doing that, I've kind of still kept some of the wind deflection off it. You can see at the front I've left it quite long because it's a cardioid microphone, so it's a shotgun. It's all the sound goes in there basically. It's actually the cable from this, because the cable that comes with this was a bit long. But microphone wise, yeah, highly recommend this. Get it on Amazon. That was Amazon, and the media mod obviously you can get on Amazon. What I will do is I'll leave links for everything down in the description below. If you've got any questions, please feel free to send me a message or drop a comment, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I do have my notifications turned on. I know a lot of people don't. But microphone wise, that's great. If you want to walk away from the camera, or you're doing some like scenic shots or things like that, or you're trying to film someone that's quite far away from the camera, media mod is great. It does what it says on the tin, but I wanted slightly better audio from what I was getting. So instead of having to rig this up every time, I've got this, and it's cold shoe, so it just slops on. If I can see what I'm doing, which I can't. Slots on like that, screws down, and I run the cable around the front, back down to the media mod, plug it in, and it's great. You still get all the metering on the back and everything, so everything still works, and it is clear as a whistle. And even shaved down, still protects a lot from the wind. We've got 40, 50, maybe even 60 mile an hour gusts here today, and it's just still, you can hear it, but it's not taking over my voice, which is ideal. It's a real world situation. The media mod, yeah, it's, unless you're going to go with like a Ulanzi cage, I didn't like the bulkiness of them. I didn't like having to have a different mic adapter and all that. This just makes it a bit more convenient, a bit easier, a bit tighter package. And I think it's great. I have this constantly sat on my GoPro Volta, so that charges. It's got remote and it charges. I don't never need to take the battery out, so I don't have to think, oh, I've got to do this, oh, I've got to take it all apart just to get the battery out, because you've got to flop the legs. If you're using the Volta or a battery powered selfie stick, then you just plug it in, which defeats the point of needing to take the GoPro out, which is why GoPro sell the creator kit with the Volta. That's that. As you can see, this is still pretty damn new, still pretty clean. It's a bit of a beast too, I have to admit. The stats going from the 10 to the 12 is a massive jump. I don't think going from the 11 to the 12 is going to really be worth it, because you still get the 10-bit colour, you don't get the HDR or the log, but I still film in standard mode anyway, with a flat colour profile, because that's what I'm used to doing. I will try the log, but I'll have to do some testing first before I really use it all the time. The HDR is great if you're just going to point and shoot. So yeah, it's worth it. Oh, it's definitely an upgrade from the 10, but from the 11 I don't think you're overly going to need it. Moving on, battery powered selfie sticks. Now, I have the massive Telesin extendable GoPro selfie stick. It's about £75, and I have the GoPro Volta. Big difference. This is around 6,000 milliamp hour roughly. Don't quote me on that, but you get about 3 batteries worth of charge out of this one. Plus the GoPro battery, you can film all day on that. If we go out for like a 4-hour walk, this isn't even half dead. I filmed a New Year's Eve video where other people picked up the camera, stuff like that. It kept going, and that was a 8-hour, 9-hour evening, because it was until like 3 o'clock in the morning we got home. But it still had 1 dot of power left on this, and the battery is still full on the GoPro. So it is really good. It is really worth it, especially if you're using the media mod, because like I say, you can leave it plugged in. You've got a remote here, tells you everything. You got your battery indicator, your modes, your power on, hold it down, your record button, your Bluetooth connectivity, and now they did do the update for it, so it does do the quick capture. When I say quick capture, if you're trying to do quick capture using this, make sure you've pressed the button 5 to 10 seconds before you need it to film, which I know in some cases is kind of impossible, but if I need to do a quick capture with this, I will still just press the button on the top of the GoPro. It's just quicker. The Telesin one, now this I use for work. 10,000 milliamp hour, USB-C fast charging, USB-C charging for the GoPro. It's a 1/4 inch, as you saw earlier. If I can find where I've put it, and I'll put it down somewhere. I have a 1/4 inch on there. That lives on there. Turn it up a bit more, just so I know it's lined up a bit more. Yep. And this is what I love about this, is it extends, but it takes the cable with it. And when I say extends, I mean this is like a 1.4 meter selfie stick now, and it's got a 1/4 inch on the bottom for a tripod. So what I do at work is I'll have this on tripod feet, quite wide ones, but tripod feet, and I'll extend it up a little bit, and I'll do a time lapse, and it works absolutely perfectly. Again, I do always have this in my bag if we are doing something that's a couple of days long. So if we've gone away for a couple of days or something like that, always got that as a backup. So we went to Disney, not last year, year before, and I took both of these, and because it's such long days, I was using all the juice on this and moving over to this, and it works a treat. I also have a few spare GoPro batteries, which we'll talk about now. Batteries. So, home suit, do a set of 3. Hang on. You shouldn't be in there. So, home suit, the pack of 3 batteries that work perfectly fine in my 10 and 12. I have tested them, and it's a little charger box with a lid that clips down, and it's USB-C fast charging. Great little batteries. We get the same amount of battery life out of them as a standard GoPro battery. However, I have over time bought this kind of has been pushed back, but it's always in the bag. So now I have this, the ZG Sign power bank battery charger. So it's a power bank and a charger. So you've got your PD fast charging, you've got your USB-A out. Stats are there if you want to pause it and have a look. Flip top up. Memory card storage, you got 4 memory cards. That memory card isn't for a GoPro, that is for an old dash cam. It was just laying around. I thought, oh, I've got a space for that. I do have Enduro battery, so I do have Enduro battery in my 10 and in my 12. I have a spare one here. It's always charged, and I have a standard GoPro battery that came with the 10, which again is always on charge, or always fully charged, ready to go, ready to put out. And it's great. See the lights have come up on the front, and it's great. Yeah, probably should have peeled that sticker off a long time ago, but it's kind of on there now, I think. Should we peel it off? Should we do it on camera? Ooh. Dropped it. It's criminal. There it goes. But that's the ZG Sign battery power bank. This thing, I won't go anywhere without. It's always in my bag. It's always fully charged. If I use it at all, I come home, I charge it, go straight back in the bag. Genuinely love that thing. Let's have a look at some other bits I've got just quickly. You got your chest straps, always got that with me. Great for roller coasters, things like that. If I'm doing something at work that I think, oh, that'd be quite cool to film, I'll put that on, then you can see what I'm doing. Head strap, that's a Niwa head strap, always worth it. That came out of a massive set I bought off of Amazon. I'll link that down below as well. That was Niwa, that's great. I've got loads of attachments and stuff like that as well. Just a generic, cheap, extended selfie stick, 1.2 meters. Again, it's great. 1/4 inch on the bottom, extends out, 1/4 inch at the top. Just locks in, locks out. Nice, cheap, nice and easy. Right. So I also have, and I need to start using this more, because as I'm getting older, my hands are starting to get a bit shaky, and I do have a Falcon Inky, or Inky Falcon Plus. This is designed to work with the Media Mod. Comes with a tripod. It's a cracking bit of kit. It did need a major update. So I'm gonna fix, there's nothing on there. Turn it off. I know. Leveled itself out. But when the GoPro sat on there, especially in the Media Mod, and you can do it with the Joby microphone on top as well. I tested that the other day. It works great with that. Everything's just a lot smoother, you know, a bit more cinematic. If you want to get some proper cinematic shots, you can use this. The battery life on this is about 9 hours, which which I think is amazing. The GoPro battery life's about an hour, so it's great. The only downside, you can go from USB-C to USB-C and charge your GoPro. The cable will get in the way, no matter how much you try. It will get in the way, and that's the only downfall of this. But other than that, if I'm out to get some real nice cinematic shots, I will use this. What I might do is at the weekend is go out. I live near a nice beach. I'll go see if I can do like a nice B-roll. And what I'll do is I'll use this and the GoPro Hero 12. And what I'll do is I'll only use the GoPro Hero 12 on HDR. Give HDR a proper test. So I have used HDR and I zoomed in and it got a bit patchy, I have to admit. But yeah, that's basically it. That's basically what I use. Like I said, it lives in my GoPro Day Tripper. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get this and view the camera. So I've had it a year now. It's a bit beat up. Got mounts in there. Oh, a hat, bag for the Joby microphone. Got a spare light and stuff in this top pocket. Oh, stay there. You give us a clean. But you see all my handy accessories are there. The GoPro never goes in here. They've got bags each and they go in the main compartment, well protected. This bag, 100% worth it. Love this bag, it's comfy and everything. I really can't say anything bad about that. But yeah, that is basically it. And yeah, I'm gonna start putting all my rubbish back together now. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will do a 10 versus 12 comparison if you want one. And you know what, I might even review the rucksack, because although it's well used, it's never let me down, and it is splash proof to a certain extent. I mean, you don't get, I've never had anything get wet in there or anything. Look at that for a setup. That's incredible. I use that, I actually use the GoPro Lite, which goes in that one. Boom. That's my vlog setup right there. That's how that lives. But yeah, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. If you want to add anything, or if you want me to review anything, let me know. I'll see if I can get it done. Other than that, I'll catch you guys on the next one.